There we go. Sometimes it just takes a while. One of those nights. Ratings won it all. Monday night. Just got finished watching, well, actually a decent start from Steven Strasburg, even if it winds up being a loss. Man did masterful work for 6 innings. It's amazing but true. Even 7 strikeouts. He did masterful work for 6 innings. I mean, he was a rough outing. Even by my standards, I'd call it a rough outing. I mean, it was giving up walks, but still the game was scoreless until the 7th inning. And what you do with that is simply that you lay the blame solely on Ian Desmond. I mean, I like the guy to death. I saw the guy a couple of years ago in Harrisburg. But, at this point, I got to say, Ian, the gig is yours. You don't have to look over your shoulder anymore. You're the shortstop for the Nationals now. You don't have to worry about somebody taking your job away. You've got the gig. You can settle down now. But this has been the story really for the last week or so. Actually, well, yeah, you can say almost 2 weeks. You know, losing 12 out of 16 games? Nope, doesn't cut it. Not by any standard. Just does not cut it. It will seem a little out of it than I normally would be. I gotta tell you folks, this game drove me to drink. I have to honestly say, this game drove me to drink. Amazing but true. That was what happened. There's just no explanation. You're doing something at the plate. I mean, you're seeing production out of the plate to an extent. It's just not translating to play in the field. God, you just watch this fuck up after another. Well, lo and behold, Strasburg got tagged for 4 runs. Now, how many of those are earned? I don't even know. They kept saying during the telecast that maybe 3 of them were earned. I don't know. All I can say is that this is an absolute embarrassment for him. I mean, I was watching this press conference a moment ago. Now, he's not throwing anybody under the bus. Maybe that might be a good point. That might be one point in his favor that he's not willing to throw somebody under the bus. I would not have blamed him if he had decided he wanted to throw somebody under the bus. He has every right to. This is just a major disappointment for him. You know, I don't know what to say, really. Honestly, I don't know what to say. So it's probably better if I don't say anything. The only thing though is now I gotta go. See, now I gotta go Saturday and see Strasburg go up against the Mets. I'm gonna go to that game. Hopefully they'll give us that. And then of course there's one more start after that he'll have against the Padres. That's like Thursday. And thankfully the All-Star break will roll around and everything might settle down. Right. Now, what am I gonna do? God, you get so tired and it's just down to brewskis. Well, that's one thing. I have my refrigerator stocked with them. This may slowly drive me to drink. I don't know. I don't. It just depends on what you're doing. Mm. Yeah, amazing what you do without glasses. Oh boy. Anyway, let's see some other news and notes here. If I can do some news and notes, don't want to clear it off the tide. Marlins and Mets play. They're playing their series now. Uh, Started the night playing in Puerto Rico. Has not Major League Baseball learned the lesson from having the Expos playing quote unquote home games in Puerto Rico before they moved the franchise to Washington? You'd think you would have learned the lesson. Why are you having these games in Puerto Rico? I don't know. I'm not privy to that knowledge. Oh well. Uh, let's see. I'm trying to think of what else I can deal with. The NBA draft was last week. Of course, the Wizards took John Wall. That was natural. But, their deals in place. Nobody knows what's going on. I'll probably talk more about the Wizards when we get closer to the start of the NBA season. I'm not going to really waste my time. All I can say as far as John Wall is concerned, I have this much I will say. If I am Flip Saunders and Ernie Grunfeld, you better damn sight hope this pans out. Because if it doesn't, this franchise is going to be an absolute travesty for the next decade. That's all I'm saying. Just make sure this fucker works. So that's it, gang. I can't think of anything else to bore you for the next 4 minutes, so I'll just shut it down here for the night. I just thought, okay, post a few comments on Strasburg's start. We're really, it was not his fault. It was the play in the field. I'm going to leave all of you. I will leave all of you with that. Yeah, there you go. It's late at night, gang. It happens. So as always, blah, 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 blah. You know the fucking spiel. Why should I go through this? You know it by now. God, what a night. Anyway, I'll catch up to you when I have a clearer mind or whatever the case may be. Ooh, God, I gotta give this up. I gotta give up something, man. Either it's the heavy drinking or something. I don't know what. We'll catch up to you when I feel like it.